16:57. I think we're at Long Beach City Beach, close to Los Alamitos Beach or something like that. Or Los Alamitos Beach, Long Beach, LA County, California. Yeah. The thing about polos, you can always flip the camera. I don't know, y'all might be tapped into that elite circle too. Should be a small group. Either way, great app. You can always flip the camera and you ain't got to be live. Ain't no internet connection, but you built it into the app. Genius, first of all. Second of all, brilliant. Third of all, that ain't what I was going to say, but then either way, Adam Cadman. 18 breaths a minute, beast breath. I think Sarah Alamo Bay say they call it a beast breath because it's 6 times 3. 18 breaths a minute, beast breath, interpersonal breath. That's enter, INTERpersonal, interpersonal. It's for the bone structure. Bone structure. 9.5 breaths a minute is intrapersonal. INTRAPERSONAL. I looked away to let y'all know I could spell because I'm looking at my notes. That's what that breath is. 9.5 breaths a minute. It taps into the tissue and the muscle. And you do that a minimum of 12 minutes. 9.5 breaths a minute for 12 minutes. 7 breaths a minute is the life consciousness breath. I'm not going to spell consciousness because it's easy to distinguish what I'm saying right here. With this 7 breaths a minute life consciousness breath, you need to do it a minimum of 24 minutes. It taps into your blood and plasma. That's 7 breaths a minute life consciousness breath. Minimum of 24 minutes taps into your blood and plasma. 6 breaths a minute. Subconscious breath, I guess you're tapping into your subconscious and your cellular body. You do that a minimum of 36 minutes at a rate of 6 breaths per minute. A minimum of 36 minutes. Subconscious breath. Tap into your cellular body and I presume your subconscious. 4.5 breaths a minute. Super consciousness breath. 4.5 breaths a minute. Super consciousness breath. Taps into your molecular structure. You need to do that a minimum of 48 minutes. You need to do that a minimum of 48 minutes. You need to do that breath a minimum of 48 minutes. Super consciousness breath. Again, 4.5 breaths a minute at a minimum of 48 minutes straight. I would presume all of these different breaths, I guess you got to do them non-stop for the minimum required amount of time. I guess you could experiment with yourself and see if you break it up. Say this will say 45 minutes. Say if you break it up in a 15-minute increment, see if you get some results pertaining to your molecular structure. I don't know how you're going to figure that out, but maybe you will. Okay, 3 breaths a minute. Magnetic consciousness. 3 breaths a minute, magnetic consciousness. 3 breaths a minute, magnetic consciousness. 3 breaths a minute, magnetic consciousness. Tap into your atomic particles. Do this a minimum of 60 minutes. I'm thinking a minimum of 60 minutes non-stop. 3 breaths a minute, magnetic consciousness. Tap you into your atomic particles. Do it a minimum of 60 minutes straight, aka 1 hour. 3 breaths a minute, magnetic consciousness. 1 breath a minute, infinite consciousness. 1 breath a minute, infinite consciousness. 1 breath a minute, infinite consciousness. Better out than in. I will not apologize. But look here, when you have that and it won't come out, wish it would. Joy. Wonderful. Subatomic particles. Let me say that from the beginning. 1 breath a minute, infinite consciousness. Taps you into infinite consciousness. Taps you into your subatomic particles. Tap into breathing at this rate for at least 72 minutes. At 1 breath a minute, that equals 72 breaths. He was clear about that, so I'm guessing you got to do that for 72 minutes straight. Again, I don't know if you can do 1 breath a minute, then go back to a different rate, and if you do it quick enough or within a short enough time span, go back to 1 breath a minute again. Can you tap into these results of infinite consciousness and subatomic particles, tapping into your subatomic particles? I don't know, but I'm guessing it would be best to do this 72 minutes straight, non-stop. The rate of breathing at 1 breath per minute. Infinite consciousness. Tapping you into infinite consciousness. Tapping you into your subatomic particles. So you breathe in 1 breath a minute for 72 minutes straight equals 72 breaths. Tapping you into infinite consciousness. Tapping you into, ooh, that word almost came all the way up here. Might have been cold literally. Or cool at least. Temperature wise, probably. But it went all the way up past my towel. Book what got wet. Anyway. I want to say that one more time. The last one. 1 breath a minute, infinite consciousness, subatomic particles you tap into. Breathe at this rate, 1 breath a minute for at least 72 minutes equals 72 breaths. You can thank Saru Alamil Bey. He the inspiration for me for this share. He's been giving out breathing techniques and demonstrating for you on video for free on YouTube for years. Showing you how to do them, giving you book recommendations. So last year I watched, he streamed it 4 days ago, so I'm going to try to upload this today so you can figure out around time that video he shared, and you can figure out where I got this from. Even though I got this thoughts from him years ago, but I'm the type I need a reminder. So I'm doing this for those who, like me, that either need a reminder or they just may be open to trying something like this. It's on you to try it or not. I make no guarantees, express or implied. It's up to you. You know, you're an adult, you're grown, a mind, you come across this, whoever responsible for monitoring you and your guardianship, they're responsible for you. Well, that's pretty much that. Saru Alamil Bey has a book called First World Order. He talks about this and other things in it. Go to his website, Google him, Saru Alamil Bey, A-S-A-R-U, I think. Alim, A-L-I-M, Bey, B-E-Y, L-E-L, Asru, ASRU, Alim, ALIMLEL, Bey, BEY. I think it's .com. I think if you type that in your browser as a URL, you'll find his website. You'll find all his books on his website. I know somebody asked him what book you can find the information he was talking about. He said his book, First World Order, so I'm going to say the same thing he said. First World Order. That's pretty much that. You can do what you want to do with this share. That's what it is, a share. And I will leave you with peace and prosperity.